The rivalry between Oswego and Plattsburgh, I think, you know, epitomizes what a rivalry is about. Both teams have won. You know, Plattsburgh's had the upper hand for a lot of years. We came back and won some games there, but I really don't think it's a scenario where it doesn't matter what a team's record is. When the two teams play each other, it's always a close game. You know, there's many times where they've won and we played very well and didn't get it done. And there's times where we've won and the same is true, you know, where maybe they were the better team, but for whatever reason, we got the win. So I think in a rivalry, there's all kinds of intangibles. You have the emotion from the players, the emotion from the fans. The two, you know, fans at their barn love to hate us, and our fans here the same with them, and that's what makes it fun and exciting for the players. And as we say to our guys, that's why you play the game. You know, rivalries like that, you're fortunate to be part of it. The whiteout here, when we moved into the campus center in 2007, started a new tradition, and you know, I know our fans look forward to it each year, and I know their fans look forward to our return there, you know, each year. So it's a great rivalry. You know, I think in college hockey you have some at the Division I level. I think at Division III, Oswego and Plattsburgh is, you know, as strong as Norwich and Middlebury, Colby, Bowdoin. But it's a rivalry that goes way back. That usually has implications on the standings, the national rankings, and our league. And so that's what, you know, it's a great college rivalry that both schools rally around and both teams, you know, check off on their calendar for importance and fun. And so I think that, you know, as far as the meaning of the game, for our guys, it's one that always has special importance to them.
This is Oswego State Lakers, 24/7, why not us? As Wednesday night comes to a close, only one day stands between them and the biggest weekend of the year. Whiteout Weekend. Thursday, the day before Whiteout Weekend, the local media has arrived to get the players' perspective on what the weekend means to them.
All right, guys, so coming into this weekend, obviously big weekend, Whiteout Weekend, but it's not just about Whiteout Weekend, it's also a big game. You guys are right 1-2 in the standings with Plattsburgh. How big is this just in the broad picture?
It's the best weekend of the year. That's all you can say. What else are you supposed to say? So you got family down, you get the crowd. That's the best crowd of the year. You got people making signs, you got cowbells, you got, it's just, I mean, there's nothing, you can't explain it. It's unbelievable.
Best thing about Whiteout Weekend?
Best thing about Whiteout Weekend, just the excitement. All the fans, all the crowd, they're always amped up. It's just that extra bit of excitement. All the guys are that much more excited to play, so it's a lot of fun.
I want to say psychotic fans. They got extra gongs. Just copious and copious amounts of gong.
There it is, gong.
Student section.
That's a good part.
So, favorite part about Whiteout Weekend? Oh, you're going to ignore me?
50 Shades of Muzzy.
Yeah, I'm doing a short film post-college. It's going to be a documentary on 50 Shades of Stash. So it's going to be an independent film. You want to be a part of it?
No.
That's you got one shade going there.
This thing's getting out here tonight.
Yeah. It's going to be co-owned by Gilby though.
Yeah, co-founder.
No. Can't ask for anything more. Right, Timmy?
Yeah. Taylor loves to give a show to the fans. That's his favorite thing.
What does it mean to play on the same team as your father did?
You know, it's something very special. Not a lot of people can say they've done to follow in your footsteps of your father, but obviously sounds a little cheesy, your role model. Someone I've always looked up to and always wanted to do everything that he did, and he's always told me stories about Oswego, and it was something pretty special to come here, never mind wearing the same number that he did. So no, I'm very proud, and I know he's proud too, and it's something that I'll tell my kids for sure. So it's pretty cool.
Friday is Potsdam. An unexpected hero steps up to take the reins of the scoring. Eli Kim Swallow scores his first and second career goals as a Laker.
Number 1 in the career of Eli Kim Swallow, and the Lakers lead it 2-0. Kim Swallow wins the draw. Ferris taps it on to Chris Carr. Chris Carr in the slot. Kim Swallow scores! Well, I don't think there's any question who's going to be our player of the game tonight. Eli Kim Swallow with his second collegiate goal, and the Lakers by a half dozen.
Talk about the team giving back to the community and your specific role in helping minor hockey.
Well, back home, I'm from Toronto. I do a lot of volunteering and stuff like that with kids and just anything I can in general. So, like I said, with a community that's so behind you, especially with kids that love the game and that look up to us, you have to give back. It's whether you like it or not. Whether we like it or not, we're 22, 24-year-old hockey players, but we're role models to a lot of these kids, and they look up to us and they want to be us. So doing things like that, giving back and showing how appreciative we are to hopefully make a kid's day, but at the same time, it's something that looks good on our team as well, because we all want to give back and show that we support people that support us as well.
Hi, my name's Dom Donabella, and I play for the Bantam travel team for here in Oswego.
Hey, I'm Gavin Newland. I play for Pee Wee House here in Oswego.
It's a great experience. You'll learn many new things, and they're just great to be around, very nice and helpful.
They're teaching us all different types, like all the cycles and different games.
I like Whitelaw.
It's not one of these three?
I gotta be honest, I like Whitelaw.
Mine's Eli Kim Swallow.
My name's Kevin Ahern. I'm the Director of Hockey Operations for Oswego Minor Hockey. This is a new position. I've coached years at varsity and stepped away from that to kind of come back and help out with minor hockey a little more. I grew up in this town, played minor hockey here, played college hockey here. This is pretty much my life, and I really enjoy all the time that I get to put back with the kids.
Guys out there.
Yeah, having the Lakers out here, they go to the games, they look up to them, they all have their favorite player. I can remember when I was their age and going to the games and looking up to those guys and then having the chance to play here. And so it just really makes a great connection, and I think that the Laker guys enjoy it just as much as the kids do. The smiles on their faces are just as big, so that's good stuff.
Talk about the alias DJ Kimmer.
Well, back home, I do a little job where I host events and parties and whatnot, so having a little bit of a fun music background, I guess. I get to go there and pretend to know what I'm doing. I really don't. I like having fun with it, and it's fun to be behind playing music for people, even whether it's just for fun or not, get the crowd going and have some fun with it. So it's a quirky little thing I like to do on the side. It's a good little job too. So
talk about your Asian heritage and how that's been growing up in Toronto and now moving to the States to play hockey.
Yeah, well, my mom, she was born and raised in Seoul, Korea, in South Korea, and my dad was born in downtown Toronto. So coming from a mixed background is something that I take. I always make a joke about it, and I always have fun with it. But the most proud thing of him in my entire life is being mixed and being Korean and being Canadian, and it's something that gives a little bit of a twist to me. A little bit. People know that I'm mixed too, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how, but being someone that's of mixed heritage, it's something different. A lot of people don't get to realize. I go home one day and my dad will be doing something, and you'll turn the corner, my mom's doing something that is just kind of out there, something so Korean. It's just something that, it's fun. Me and my sister have fun with it all the time, and it's something that I'm very proud in. And the way I was raised with a Korean and a Caucasian background is something that has made me who I am, definitely. And I'm always normally the only Oriental person on my hockey team too. So I'm known as that as well, which is something I also take very much pride in too. So it's cool. It's pretty fun. You know, Oswego's a place where they take pride in their hockey and they take pride in being a team. You know, a lot of teams, they have a lot of guys in the team that just come in from all over the place with the best stats and everything like that. And don't get me wrong, we have a lot of guys that did really well in junior, but the meshing of a good hockey player and a good person, I find, is key between Eddie's recruiting. You know, we can all do it on the ice together, but we're the tightest group of guys off the ice that will do anything for each other any day of the week. And when you come here, you become part of something that's way more than being a hockey team. You become part of a family. It sounds cheesy, but there's those guys in there, they're my teammates, but they're my brothers as well. So coming here, you become part of something pretty special. So if I was saying to come here, to expect to work hard, to win, and be a part of something pretty special in the locker room as well.
The night has finally arrived. The whiteout game. Plattsburgh State has arrived in Oswego for the first time this season, but alumni and veterans know this as something different.
Well, I go back a long ways with the Lakers. I can remember when we beat Plattsburgh in Oswego, and we beat Plattsburgh in Plattsburgh, and then they hired Herbie Hammond away from us, and they took him up there, and then he beat us on our own ice coming in with Plattsburgh. So that goes back quite a ways. It's a great rivalry, you know, and Ducky, the guy that does the PA and even sings the national anthem up in the arena up there. It's good. It's good hockey. Oswego hockey can't be matched, though. I mean, I can remember the old group there next to. I did the PA for 21 years and Dick Johnson and he ran the clock. We had a great time. We really did. But we've all the alumni come back, and Plattsburgh, Oswego is, you can say it all in one sentence, outstanding.
Game time is officially here. The Lakers want to treat this one like every other game, but this is Oswego State Lakers versus the Plattsburgh State Cardinals, one of the best rivalries in all of college hockey.
All right, boys, hey, need a big start, chipping pucks in, get some hits against that student section. Buckles. Hey, ready to go. Bads? Yeah. Ferris? Timmy.
Just give me a light.
All right, boys, you don't need me to tell you this. The biggest game of the year so far. I think Mooch said it best earlier this morning. They waltzed in here last year. They take our trophy away from us. That doesn't sit well with me. Shouldn't sit well with anybody. Let's go get it back. Lakers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Lakers! Over the years, it's been one of the most exciting games you could go to. Over in Romney, and I don't know if it was since they opened up the new rink here, but it was always the feed the birds, and the bagels would fly after the first goal. And I have been going to Laker games since 1966. 1971, after we got married, we had our first child, and then once they were in like kindergarten, we started coming, and we've been regulars ever since. And ever since this facility opened up, we've been ticket holders. We have a seat out there marked with our sons' names, who are also graduates of Oswego State. So it's nothing new to me. Just a great venue here.
I really officially wasn't when I was here. I graduated in '72, so we really didn't have a whole lot of rivalry with Plattsburgh State at that time. I think we only had played them a couple of times, but I think my interest really grew more on the rivalry when Coach Hammond left here and went to Plattsburgh. So Coach was just, he was a player's coach, and he was a great guy, and he'd always go to bat for you, and but he respected you, and we respected him. I think for me, one of the best characteristics for Coach Hammond is that just goes to show you that, you know, after he left hockey and after he left Oswego, he still had all his players were just like best friends with him. Even the last summer we went to his wife's home for our annual alumni situation. So to have a coach and still retain a relationship with the coach after 42 years. I mean, coach passed away a couple years back, but we just respected him so much, and he was just such a great guy and a great hockey guy, and not only cared about us as players, but cared about our families, and he was a great mentor to Eli, great mentor. Yeah.
When Herbie came here and beat us in the playoff game, it's probably something that'll always stick out of my mind. Because I was really torn in being a personal friend of mine, and my loyalty to the college has never waned, never did. And I can't forget that game. Maybe the tennis balls up there when they threw them the first night when I was there. I was ready to throw something besides tennis balls.
The following week, we caught up with Dan Jones, Oswego State Laker goaltender, for his thoughts on being a Laker and the season so far.
I think it's going pretty good. Obviously, last game it's a little bit tough pill to swallow, but it's going pretty good, and it all comes down to the end of the year. It doesn't really matter how we do right now, as long as we win those last few games. Well, my game day routine's pretty normal, I think. Like everybody else, I just want to stay focused on the game and just keep a clear head. I usually like to take a nap after our meal. We have our meal at 1:30, so take an hour nap after that, and usually just watch a movie, or sometimes I used to read a little bit. I used to, go for a walk, just anything just to sort of clear my head and sort of keep the stresses out. But I don't really think, as a goalie, I know they have that sort of bad rep, but I try and keep everything pretty simple. For me, I feel like the more superstitions you have, the more things you have that can go wrong, and that's where your game can get thrown off a little bit. Love it. I mean, what's not to like about such a brand new facility like this? It was obviously, I think for most of the guys here, it was one of the first things that caught our eye and got us to sort of commit to this school. But it's such a privilege that we have. I mean, not only is the attendance great and the seating out there, but we have great facilities in here. I mean, our trainer's room's all right there, and it's all up to date and top notch, and it's a real privilege to have.
From Oswego State Laker hockey, where will you go from here?
The real life, I guess. I'm gonna have to start thinking about jobs. I'm actually looking into grad school and looking into sports psychology, actually, and I guess as a goalie, it's a big thing that we deal with, and it's something I focused on a lot in school here, and something I think that I could see myself working as, just helping out with sort of minor hockey groups or minor sports groups, and working with them to get their mentally focused and sort of set goals, stuff like that, work with teams in that manner. I don't know. It's been a great experience here, and for me, I mean, a lot of people look at me, and especially like a lot of the kids that we go out and skate with, and a lot of them always like say like, why aren't you in that, why aren't you in that, and that kind of stuff, and it's sort of tough to hear sometimes, but it's also encouraging for me knowing that people care about you like that, and that I think to me makes being a Laker and being in this program worth it, is knowing that I have so many people, not just the kids, but all the other parents on the teams, other parents in the community, other just fans, supporters. I know that so many people care, and that's what it's about for me, is the experience. I mean, I'm here for the guys, and like my parents, I have so many people that support, and that's what makes it worth it, and that's what sort of keeps me around, because it's not always easy being on the bench for every game.
Why is it cheaper over there? Yeah, it's like $50,000 tuition. Yeah, that's like scholarship.
The following week, Utica heads into town. But first, we learn about Coffee Club. Talk about Coffee Club.
Coffee Club, that's another thing a guy's yelling me about, is drinking Joe's as you would, but no, it's nice. It's a couple former players here, Kevin Hunick and Jared Anderson, involved in that as well, and we just kept it going, really, just having coffee on the bench, relaxing before the game, not obviously right before the game, but when you get there right off the bus and you just kind of take the whole arena in and sit down and kind of think about things, and we have fun with it. Like, you know, we just like to stay loose, and it's good, and then when the time comes, people start focusing about the game.
Utica would be the second loss in a row for the Lakers, the first time this has happened since 2010.
Air out to leave it for King, and King takes it away and finds Leinbrock. Leinbrock gave it away, held it right in front, a pass across, they score! LaFosse was found by Graff to retrieve it in the near corner. Josepher again gets the feed up top, winds up to the middle point, takes a screenshot, they score! Cue the Badham Brigade for Kyle Badham tipping it home, and the Lakers tie the game at 1.
Exactly where Kyle Badham needed to be. Use his size, get in front of the net.
Left it out ahead, and Edukade sneaking into the zone. Edukade shoots and scores! Edukade sneaks up the right, broken up. Morton with an empty net is going to walk in and score. Once again, Jesse McConney has trouble at the point, and Utica is going to send the Lakers to a 2-game losing streak.
And that is the dagger in the heart, Mike, something I haven't seen here in my 2 years here as a Lakers 2-game losing streak. As McConney really struggled. Again, his struggles come back almost the beginning of the season.
As the Lakers head off on holiday break, only one thing stands in their way: the number 4 ranked, undefeated Hobart Statesmen.
There's a guy that needs to step up, and Chris Carr into the zone from the right circle makes the Lakers get the first goal of the game. It's 1-0. So Leinbrock will carry it out. A pass and breakaway. Rodriguez moving in on goal. Backhand score! Tyler Leinbrock found Paul Rodriguez streaking through the middle. He makes the backhand move and scores to make the Lakers up 2-0. By O'Neal, he sends it back across Fiorentino with a shot. He scores! Tommy Fiorentino with less than 2 minutes to go, and Broadwater was on his way to the bench, but he'll head back in the net. It's a 2-1 game now. White down low. Reve tries to just kill off the remaining seconds. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Send to the front! They score! There's no time on the clock. Will it count? The officials are saying the goal is going to count for the moment, and we will have a conversation. They can't review it, so it's going to be up to the officials. Again, if there's no time on the clock, how can the goal count? Because there has to be time left on the clock for a goal to count. Here comes Josepher skating into the zone. Josepher drops off Hughes over to Broush, to the front of the goal! With 16.7 seconds left in overtime, the losing streak ends at 2, and the Lakers give Hobart their first loss of the season.
The following week, we join the Lakers in their annual holiday skate. Just another way the Lakers give back to the community.
Only one song today, and this is it. Nothing else will play.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you.
Today so far, buddy?
Oh, we were just dedicating this to Tim Carr.
Tim Carr Day, Tim Carr skate.
Why's that?
Because he's so good. Yeah, beauty. He's a good player.
Santa Claus will make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day.
How you doing today?
Kyle, sir.
Kyle, a few moments of your time, Kyle.
Games named after you?
Oh, good. No, nothing at the Dawn. Nothing at the Dawn.
The John Whitelaw refuses to be
Oh, the Dawn.
just like John Gotti pre-trial. He refuses to be on camera.
Hey, I
Get that camera.
Down here, number 14, Paul Rodriguez. Where are they now? Former junior Canadian. I'm doing good, thank you. So, is it true that you're leading the nation in points right now?
Yes, that's Luke Booty.
You haven't looked at usco.com?
No, Luke Booty usually updates me.
Is that true?
Actually, correction. I said that today, and then Adele said, no, he's not anymore. And I said, Paul, are you? And he said, yeah, I am.
Is this true?
I don't know.
How does it feel?
That happened
How many
no
career
longer
overtime?
than an hour ago.
How many career overtime winners do you have? 3, I guess. Is it true that you're the
3
best
you
on
guessed
the
or
Lakers?
3?
No. Who's the best?
Taylor Ferris.
Besides him?
Taylor Ferris.
That's true. We're down here on Campus Center ice surface with Bridget Reese, number 30. Where are they now? From Mississauga Chiefs. How you doing today?
I'm fantastic.
So is it true that for 2 weeks straight you have had the goaltending or what's it, player of the week?
Yes.
Yes? And what is your GAA right now?
I have no idea, actually.
No idea?
That's a lie.
You can't give us an estimate?
It's around 2.
So do you have a pre-game ritual?
Yes.
Do you wear like anything the same gitch, same whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, same thing every day. Is it true that you work out every day?
Yes.
Twice a day?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Is it true that you need to take a break once in a while?
No.
That's all I got.
This is phenomenal. This is Chris Muse. Say hi. I can't even walk. You're right on the cusp there.
Open your mouth! Open it up in there!
Hey, only one person to put the hat on. It had to be this guy, of course.
Shining so bright.